Awesome. Awesome. All right. Do one of these. Mic just completely off because you can clearly see my door. It's fine. It's fine. Just that real quick. While we're here. Or nope, that's the wrong one. Let's just edit this real quick. Slide myself over. And I think I can stand on this side. Yeah. There we go. Perfect. All right. All right. Let me switch accounts real quick. Kind of see where we're at with our free-to-play account before I move over to anything. I was importing the deck list that you guys were sending to me. Salt type in. Shift over. Okay, let's see. Oh wow, we actually have enough to do draft that I've saved up on this account. But here we are. Morning, how's it going, Monkey Man? How we doing? We have one daily quest. That's for lands. Let's roll it if I can. Let's see if we can get a 750 out of that. And we did. How's it going, Erkin? How we doing? And it actually fits into our wheelhouse of what colors we want to play in our actually free-to-play deck that we have built. So it's actually not a bad roll, I think, here. All right, let's hop into the play queue just to get some games underneath our belt, get warmed up, play with our work in progress deck that I built. I'm still kind of waking up, kind of thing. I woke up like a half hour ago, but still haven't had enough coffee to fully wake myself up. Turn the music a smidge down. I feel like it's high on my end, but if it's high on my end, I feel like you have just about the same. All right, we're on the play in our deck. It's overall pretty good. I think it's pretty good. I don't know what we're playing against, but we'll see what happens. Probably hop in a draft. We got something blue. No, this is just a warm-up game. This is just a quick warm-up game just to kind of get, you know, us awake. I actually haven't played any ranked on my free-to-play account yet. I was kind of wanting to iron out some of the cards that I'm missing still, like uncommons, like for removal and stuff, which I don't have a lot of. Okay, we're playing mutation. So what we need to do is we need to be more aggressive than they are. Because they're going to start to mutate pretty quickly here and go off. There's no point in attacking because it's a 1-3. Alright, that's fine. So it looks like they're playing the starter deck, maybe? Maybe with a couple additions, perhaps? I mean, I may actually double block here if they really want to attack. Interesting. Do I... Yeah, I mean, that's the one cool thing. Do I do this? If I don't do this, they could go off with more procs. Yeah, why not? Let's make them restart. I don't care. I have extra cards. They have a bounce spell? Fair. That's fair. I'm punished for that. That was my bad. This is why we're playing warm-ups. I mean, the one benefit about playing pests against like this style deck, because they play one creature, is if they make me sacrifice creatures, I think in their top end, it doesn't really do much. You can bounce a token, that's fine. Or play a 4/3 shark. Got it. We'll take 3. Drana. And we'll say go. I was actually kind of confused on that play. Just on the idea of why they didn't mutate. I guess they want to spread out the wealth. But you'd assume you want to ping this multiple times because you want to stack that trigger up. Yeah, it's fine. And they're starting to get low on cards where like this effect is going to be kind of troublesome for them. Sure. I'm going to probably plum here just for 1 after I block. Take 4. Yeah, I mean, you can get rid of one of my plums. I mean, I have 2 of them. I don't really care. That's fine. I'm just going to redraw afterwards. I'm not going to plum in response and have you have selection. Village Rice is pretty good. Land's not great. I'll take 4. Alright, that's great. Well, let's Village Rights our 1 Drana, because this is not going the best right now. The problem is with the deck is I have lack of removal. And right now, this is where I need some sort of removal, and I don't have that. I mean, I'm not really out of it just yet. Because, I mean, it's just a matter of, you know, getting a couple triggers going on. Alright, we sacrifice a creature. Lose a little bit of life. Sacrifice a creature. Well, I can't block there, but I will block here. Might as well get rid of one of them. That doesn't help. But, I mean, I can play the creature. Sacrifice it. Draw some cards. Not draw the removal. Yeah. Fortunately, I draw dead here. So, I don't know how many uncommon wild cards. I think I've gotten a couple because I opened some packs and whatnot, but I think I need some more removal. But I mean, we played half our challenge there, so let me go to my deck real quick. Let's take a quick look underneath the hood. Yes, I only have literally 2 cards, and I have 1 uncommon, so is it 1 more mortality here, I think? Because it fits in with the deck selection and it makes me a little bit more future proof because it doesn't rotate. So we'll craft 1 more, throw that in the deck. Cut down on a Groff maybe. I mean, I could go with another wild card. Hold on. Or another removal. I think there's... Let's see. Let me switch screens to this. Let's get rid of that. Instances. Craft. Eliminates uncommon. What's rare? Let me just check my rarity. I have some rares. I mean, eventually maybe, just not right now because I know I don't have the deck to do that. Vehicle Mastery is not bad. Possibly, I'm not playing Mythos colors though. Soul Shatter is not bad. Erebos' Intervention's an okay card in nowadays Magic, just because a lot of things have indestructible, so that's a good way to get around that. I have Eat to Extinction. You know what? Let's not craft anything. Let's just hold off. See, the one problem with that, I would say, Krieg, is I want to kind of like show when I play the decks, but that would require me to show a lot of grinding to get to Mythic. So it's like that's the one tough part about playing like a free-to-play account, because I don't want to like not show you anything and then, you know, have you guys have the idea that there's something going on behind the scenes to get me there. Just because, like, you know, it's very like weird with like currency and stuff. We go first. We literally have black mana, but no playables. So this is a mulligan. This is better because this can get into my learn board. So I guess I'll keep this. I guess we'll drop a land. It's fine. But because we can search for one. We got sleeves. They have sleeves. Environmental Sciences to filter my mana. We can play it next turn and then possibly play something. I guess we're playing Environmental Sciences because we can't draw land. Get our green source. Do this and attack again. They're also playing black-green, but I have no idea what they're doing. I think next time we play Bastion. I'm unsure why they're confused about the Valentine. I guess the effect when things go to the graveyard or when things die. I don't know. Okay. Llanowar Visionary. Okay. Okay. And another Bastion. Okay, we're not going to draw any lands, I guess. Is what I'm getting out of this. But I mean, I'm just slowly chumping away. 5 life, you know, doing pretty good. Five additional life. We're at 25. Our opponent's got a Llanowar Visionary and a black mana. That's fine. I'll take a point of life. Probably don't want to attack in if you double block, then other land. Turn. Are they playing? I think they're playing a starter deck as well, if I'm not mistaken. Of some sort. I feel like I've seen this deck before, like some sort of... Really? I mean, I'll take that. I'll take the Pingy for 2. And gain a little bit of life. Seems good to me. Seems good to me. And we'll get another 1/1. Now, whenever something we control dies, we ping them for 2. And I'm not going to actually block here. I will take this damage. I don't need to... Yeah, no good. Oh man, I can't draw a land. Alright, let's do this. And we'll say go. And if they decide to target it, then we can always village rights it. But it puts a body on the field. And we also get to ping them for more damage. So it's all good. They're looking at it. Don't do anything to it. This one's mine. They're going to target it. Totally going to target it. Oh, how's it going, Shelby? Levy's name is Shelby. Sorry. Okay. I'm unsure what our opponent's doing. It says Death Touch. I don't know what's going on. It's usually me. I have no idea what's going on most of the time. It was more of a sarcastic one, because I already knew that information. Our opponent's early in the think tank here. Sweet. I'm going to block one, and then I'm going to village rights. I'm going to hit them for more damage they're going to hit me for. Yay. Sure. They get to draw a card off of our death trigger effects. It's perfectly fine, I think. Perfectly balanced. No attacks. But how you been, Levy? You know I'm gonna call you that regardless of what your name is. I'm tired. I gotta get another cup of coffee, I think, after this game. You gotta pay 3 life or it gets countered. And now you take an additional 2. Did you really want to do that? Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's all good. You know how it is. It's with the YouTube accounts and whatever you created it with. A little different than some of the other social platforms, because I feel like some people use their real name, whereas some people use their, like, you know, a different name. All right, so our opponent's playing a lot of things. No? Right? Yeah, this is a no. That's fine. Awesome. I think this is easy at GG. You know, things happened really quickly. Like, really quickly. So I had to, like, deal with it for a while. I think they're dead. I'm just going to wait and see what they do here, but they're dead, actually, on board. It's been good. Been good. Slowly get. Someone rung my doorbell. Interesting. I'll be right back in like 2 seconds after this. I guess something's at my door. That's fine. I'll take whatever damage they're doing to me. You know, I'm very surprised. I guess if you sacrifice him to the triggers, nothing happens. I thought I was going to get the Magecraft triggers. Hello, opponent. Hello, opponent. I'm just gonna eat it. Nom. Alright, let's walk away real quick. I don't know what got delivered, or if it's just someone ringing my doorbell. I have no idea. Kinda dead. And I'll grab my coffee. I'm back. Yeah, the game summary is the MTGA assistant if I wanted to take a look and see what my opponent was doing. Where's my MTGA assistant? And I'm back. I don't know why it's not working. Hold on. My stats. And where is my deck? Why? Oh, you know what? It's because I use this across multiple accounts. It's all over the place. So I actually have no idea where my deck is on my thing. It literally shows all my decks from my other deck, from my other account on here. Welcome back. Yeah. I'm actually partially concerned. I need to open my box real quick because I ordered something, and I feel like I only got half of it, but it's from the same thing. So and I ordered it together in the same order. So I just want to double check and see if it all came, or if it's just the box looks smaller than what it really is. Nope, it is literally half the order, so there may be a chance that the mailman may be back. Because literally it came from the same thing from the same order. But the invoice in that box only shows it as half the order. So we're good in that part. Alright, let's play another. We're pretty close to getting another 750 gold, so it's all good there. All the gold is all the better for us. Oh, my back. Also, it's already hot outside. At least in my opinion, it's hot outside. I don't go outside often. But also could be because I'm wearing pants and a sweatshirt. But that's for me. That's a me problem. Yeah, I don't really know. I mean, I'm also surprised it also shipped. I mean, granted, the company that I got it from is literally like a hop, skip, and a jump. I could probably drive there quicker than they can ship something to me. But it is what it is. That makes me want to go onto my internet on my other window real quick and see. You know, I don't want to get gypped out of, you know, my my order. Shadow Spear. Alright, so we're playing something here. Let's put the eye twitch out. Alright, there we go there. Click on this, view tracking details. Delivered. Shipment 2. Are you... the one got stuck at the shipment facility while the other one got out for delivery. That's weird. So that's what happened there. It's actually very interesting though. They must have somehow got picked up at different times from the same place. All right, we're just going all in, aren't we? You're just going all in, aren't you? Well, I'm gonna make these attacks cost you a lot more life, so there's that, and we'll swing in for 1 in the air. Yeah, I just looked at the tracker. It's interesting. I mean, the boxes aren't fairly. It's probably this big. Like that's fine. I mean, I'll go to my learn board. I am all good on that. Yeah, I mean, I'll just keep on making more pests to make it more awkward for him to attack in here. A tree plays a tree. Got it. I chump block. Play the Jungle Hollow. Play another pest summoning. Offer a trade. This is big. This is big head move right here. Yeah, I was going Big L. Yeah, I know. It's that 1/1 pest is gonna kill you there. It's coming in hot. Nice. Plan worked exactly how I wanted it to. Yeah, I mean, put your Shadow Spear on. It's fine. I'll go down to 17 is what happens here. Are you going to fight one of my pests? Is that what's going to happen here? I mean, I'm going to gain 2 life each time you kill one. So I don't understand how he works in your deck, but okay. We'll go with that. No blocks. I will take 6. I will see your big creature, and I will raise you. I'm gonna raise you some more card draw. This is fine. This is exactly how we want our deck to work. Oh, and a Mortality Spirit, sweet. Our opponent's playing something snow, so don't target my Sedgemoor Witch. I don't want you to target it. It's mine. I mean, it's still an interesting spot because they do have a 6/6 trample and lifelink, so we're not really beating them down. But we're not in a terrible shape here. Because they're also mana screwed at the moment. You gotta pay 3 life or you're gonna get it countered. Why don't I hear? Why did they not? Okay. Oh. Oh, it's all good, dude. It's all good. I'll be here. I'll be here for a few hours. Do my thing. Cultivate. All right, there you go. They got this thing going on with lands and stuff. They're finally catching back up. Little they know that I have a Blex in my hand. We'll block there. We'll get rid of the Blex. I don't really know what they're doing with it other than it being a 3/2. I'll gain some life back. Net outage in your area. What? I can walk this one off, guys. It's fine. Alright, so what do we do here? I can play a Blex. Let's play a Pest Summoning. 4 to 6 hours for them to fix it. Jeez. That was like what was it, like a week or so ago? A lot of blue-green trample decks this morning. I haven't seen blue-green. I've seen a lot of similar color schemes, but not doing what I'm doing, per se, with green-black so far. But I've also only played like 3 games. No tax. Sure. I have a card to get rid of that, so it's fine. I mean, yes. You know, let's just throw another one at it. Why not? What? Just in case they have something to kill. Might as well. This game is going nowhere. It's like, honestly, like a weird stalemate. Fine. Bastion. And we will say go. I think next time I'm actually going to play the Lisette side, so I can give things +1/+1. I feel like they have something, because they're holding priority at the end of my turn. I hit the auto passing button underneath, so it's my turn's just passing away. There we go. Thank you, I appreciate it. That's awesome. I try to do a variety of them. Whether like I do a lot of the budget stuff, like a lot of things that may be easier for newer players. But you know, my goal is usually to do a little bit of variety in there, and then do a lot of the gameplay here on stream, like on the weekends. Oh no, not my pest summoning. No. Yes, big help. Yeah, I mean, the one thing I would say that's very daunting about being a new player, oh. That's mana. You can create all the manas with that. And a card just went down the road really, really loud. What are we creating here? What is the card? I honestly think this person threw big cards in their deck. I have no idea what they do. You can't tap itself to tap it for drawing cards. Just gonna throw it out there. That's not how that works. Well, I don't want him to gain more life, so there's that. Okay. I guess they're gonna draw a card? No? Thought about it. And this is the benefit of when you have removal in the deck. Yeah, we're gonna attack him with everything in this situation. Might as well start getting at their life total. Then we can play a 4/4 on the back end here. Definitely very good, especially if they're low on life. Though this is where they could probably then start tapping these guys and then draw cards. Let's play another Black Source. Just in case anything dies, we have a mana open to pump our other creatures. Yeah, that's the one thing. I want to get back into playing physical Magic, but I don't really have a local game store to go to and hang out at. A lot of my friends who used to play have kind of like moved away / like, you know, do adult things, I guess, like most of the time, like kids and stuff. So definitely a lot different when I was younger, when I played a lot more, like almost every week. Okay. What are you bringing me here? You can get this one and that one. Not really sure what the goal here was. I feel like that one came up a little flat. They gave me too many options to pick creatures that aren't strong, if that makes sense. I think they're just realizing they're like error in their ways, and now they're roping me. Getting the good old rope. Well, I mean, the other downfall is if I'm not, okay. Okay. We'll take that one. Take that victory. Not really sure what happened there, but our opponent was like, nah. Sweet. Alright, so we have 6,725 golds. Is it still Ikoria for quick draft? I really don't want to do Ikoria. It's still quick draft for Ikoria. Blech. Ikoria stinks for quick draft because those cards are rotating. Yeah, I mean, that's what comes with like the play queue per se, because there's nothing at like risk for, like when you play, especially also you're playing anonymously than in person. Like in that situation, we're both kind of in like a weird stale fish. I mean, they had creatures, I had creatures, but there really wasn't any clear winner there. I guess that was more of a scoop of frustration, if that makes sense. Like they picked terribly for their card they played. So I mean, it is bad form in that situation. But I mean, if you're clearly gonna lose, like, you know, you don't have a way to prevent maybe the lethal swing on the following turn. That's typically where you would look at your opponent in real life and probably be like, okay, you got this one, kind of thing. Maybe no handshake now, maybe like an elbow dab, I guess is the way we do it. In the world of competitive card games in physical form. But it's where you kind of like, you know, the game is theirs. But yeah, like that game is bad example of how you do it, but yet again, that's something to expect in a queue where if you concede, you just move on to the next game and nothing happens. Let's you know what, let's just let's see how this deck performs in just a little bit of rank action. We're at bronze 4, no games played so far, so I'm excited to see what I get matched up against in the bronze rank. I am totally gonna get matched up against some sort of meta deck. I already feel it. I mean, hand's okay. Not great, but okay. They're playing snow. Oh god, we lost already. I'm gonna wait probably until their board develops before I play like Hunt for Specimens, because I'm not sure 100% what they're doing. Double snow blacklands. Interesting. Okay. Just gonna wait until I swing, I guess, to do the removal. Oh, no stick. So whatever they have is it's not removal. Probably should have played the top lane there, but it's okay. We'll play Drana. Still unsure. I mean, I have removal technically with Binding. So I do have a removal card. I mean, it's not the quickest of all of them. Alright. That's fine. I didn't want him anyway. This is probably the turn we probably take off and we play the Jungle Hollow. And we'll just play Witherbloom. I mean, the one downfall is it leaves this open to possibly getting removed. But, I mean, might as well let them use removal on, like, Witherbloom or something. Takes their turn away if they're playing things like Murder, which is expensive, which is 3 mana. I mean, they could also have a, what is it, Deadweight? Didn't they have a Deadweight? Or, no, maybe I would think the other opponent had a Deadweight. I guess they're thinking here, like, what is the scheme? But, I mean, this is actually, like, an engine in itself, because this pings whenever I gain life. Alright, we're just... Okay. You do not like what I'm doing, I guess. Well, we will hunt for specimens. We will grab a pest summon in. And we will swing in for a little bit of damage. And we'll say go. Our opponent hasn't shown us anything that they're doing that's crazy, per se. Like, I have cards. Like, I'm just curious. All right. Boot Nipper. The good old Boot Nipper. What other formats do I like? I don't mind historic from time to time. I do like playing a lot of limited now. I do find joy in playing like limited Magic, like draft and stuff, which I do find to be a good time. We'll play Bindin. If our opponent's just gonna sit back, might as well hit him for 3. I don't play like I do have a modern deck from that I built like a few years back, but I don't really play per se. You know, I just play a little bit of this, a little bit of that, I guess is the best way to put it. I mean, I guess technically my standard deck I had from like a few years back is also now like, what is, I guess, historic / modern, or whatever you want to call it. Awesome. And I'll grab this. Engine online. I mean, if they want to trade a 1/1, I'm more than happy. They're at 10 already, so that's pretty good for us. Faster attackers. I will take your 2, sir. Alright. Yeah, that's my turn. Sweet. Our creatures have Death Touch. Yeah, we'll swing in here. I may actually have almost lethal if I swung with everything, but I will hold back. I don't want to risk anything. They may play like Blood in the Snow is the only thing I can think of, but I don't know what they would Blood in the Snow for here. But I can almost reload, so it's not like anything crazy. I mean, I'm just going to do this for 4. I probably could have done it for 5, but, you know, it is what it is. We'll draw some cards out of it, refill our hand back up. If only we had the enchantment on the battlefield to, okay, drawing 4 straight, whatchamacallit, lanes is not great. And we gain some more life once it resolves. But I guess they're going to get a Boot Nipper? Like, I don't know. I guess that's what you get here? Like, I don't know if I was the opponent, like, what am I exactly doing? Sweet. Gain my life. We're up to 33. Pass to attackers, and we'll just kill your Boot Nipper. If only I had these last turn, you know? And now they can't technically do anything, and we have lethal in our hand. So we'll kind of wait and see what happens, but I have lethal. Sweet. So it looks like they upgraded their starter deck, I think is what happened here, and added some mixture of other cards from other decks that they may have crafted with. So, I mean, it's interesting. Like, it looks like it's the mono black deck mixed in with a little bit of some of the newer cards. Game 1. Yay, bronze tier 4. 2 fill-in bars now. We're moving up in the world, guys. Moving up. Yeah, but that looks like a mono black pile with the mutate cards and a whole bunch of other things. So we're at 19. What happens at 20 with the free-to-play pass? I guess get a pack. I feel like I gotta do quick draft, but it's like I don't want to spend it on a Ikoria draft because I don't really need the cards from there. I'd rather do Strixhaven, but they rotated it already, which is kind of like dumb. You figure you want more people to have Strixhaven, but it is what it is, I guess, at the end of the day. I mean, I could always save up for the more expensive drafts. This hand's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. It's aggressive enough if we can get to that third land. We'll settle pretty good. So we'll play this and iTwitch. All right, possibly playing Stomp Stomp. Possibly playing Stomp Stomp. So we'll go to attacks first. I mean, I guess the sequencing doesn't matter because our opponent's tapped out, but we'll play this way. I don't know. It's just a force of habit. Yeah, this is Stomp Stomp. These the Stomp Stomps. We'll play Bastion just in case they decide to kill anything. Makes it awkward for them. Because we'll start pinging them for more damage. Like next turn we can play something like Lex because I don't have many spells. It's fine. I mean, I could swing in. We will play. You know what? Let's play just the witch because that makes it awkward. And I could leave this open, and I could possibly play the Lisette side next turn. Dragon. What do you got here, dude? What are you pinging for one? Is there a way to see my deck list? There's no overlay type thing on YouTube, unfortunately. To like really see it that way. But I do have my deck list posted on my Aether Hub. I did also do a video of this on this deck on my actual like YouTube channel itself too. So I actually have like a deck tech and a little bit of gameplay as well. That's probably the best way to see the deck list I'm currently playing. Just because I know if I pull up my overlay here, you'll kind of only see what I have out and then what's in my deck, and that's a little bit tiny to see. Huh. I guess we play Lex. But our opponent's in a situation right now that they are in control. Just because whenever they play something, they can think something. Horn Beetle. Yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna get out of here because they're just gonna pretty much shotgun our creatures down. So there's no point in playing that one. They have board presence, and there's nothing we can really do with our hand to come back. So that's like a scoop right there. Because they're gonna swing in, we gotta block because in the situation we're in, you know, we're gonna be dead if we don't the following turn. So yeah, Stomp can be pretty good, especially if you get your engine up pretty quickly. I mean, it looked like they drew pretty perfectly, I guess, for their Stomp deck. I don't know if they tweaked also some of the numbers because I know some of the starter decks aren't great when it comes to how many copies of single cards you get. But that dragon, the one that whenever you play a creature, you ping for X amount of damage equal to its power. Pretty good dragon. Pretty good dragon, especially when you get good cards that are cheap. All right, we'll play a second black source, and we'll play this and this. I mean, if they pacify or something here, we can always Village Rites. All right. Maybe they have something like Expel. I don't really know, but we'll swing in. Swing in. I made Village Rites here too, just at the end of the turn, just to get some additional cards. And maybe sacrifice my iTwitch. Bird. Alright, they're playing Angels, it looks like. So we'll get rid of that. Crap, I don't have the removal card because it's uncommon. Mortality Spear is not bad. We'll swing in for one, because this will make it cost 2. Yes. And we'll get a pest out of it. Not a bad turn sequence there. And I feel like that slows them down, in that sense, at least. Because at least that gets that angel out of the way. Awesome. They're playing Artifact Enchantment or Planeswalker. So they're playing Fracture in their deck. That's an interesting card. Oh, I should have attacked in for one. That was my bad. I didn't mean to hit the auto pass. Because I could have got in for that 1 point of damage. But I do think it was big that we got rid of their one angel that gained them life, or... Sure, what are you targeting? That's a good move. That is a good move. I could have responded by pinging something, but, I mean, I'm not worried. You have flying. You can just swing over. Okay. I'm actually going to draw a card. Or draw a couple cards. Yeah. And go to combat. We'll swing in for one. We'll pathway here, and we will play additional black, press summon in, and we'll just go really wide. Maybe I have a card that pumps up all my creatures. I don't really know. I just forgot that there's also Elspeth Conqueror's Death Tax. That's a thing. Angel Vitality, it's fine. So our opponents had many opportunities for them to attack our life total, but they haven't attacked, even though my creature has Menace. So it's interesting on what they were what they're trying to accomplish here. They're gonna get a creature back with a +1/+1 counter. That's perfectly fine. They get back that. Did I exile? I did. Oh, I did exile. Okay, I was like, did I exile their card? But we're in a good spot here. Just because we have Plum in our hand, so we can literally replace all our tokens we sacrifice. And we can dig pretty deep and fill up our hand, so that's pretty good. And Elspeth Conqueror's Death Tax is gone, so that's also a plus. Alright, that's fine. So they're playing Angels, but I'm not really sure 100% where we're going with this. So what we're going to do is, because I can't actually attack, actually do damage to their face, we're just going to do this. Sacrifice 4 creatures. Replace our 4 creatures with 5 creatures, I think is how this works. Ping them down a little bit of life points, so they're not as high. So then this is only a 2/2. Yes. Pass the blockers, pass the damage. Still at 22. This is good. We will also village rights here. No, we're not going to village rights. My turn. All right, since we have this guy out, we will play the reverse side. And then we will play Eye Twitch, which gives me a blocker in the air. And we'll say go. We're definitely in a good spot here. Like, I'm not worried in any sort of way. Like I gotta get through this wall of angels, but I do think we have the power to kind of ping them down and replace and regenerate kind of thing. Also, with the addition of Lisette here, we can definitely make our creatures bigger and make them annoying for our opponent to have to deal with on the board, which is the play. Just hoping that they don't get rid of the Lisette is the bad part. All right, we're going all in. So we're blocking the most damage, which is the smart thing. But before damage, we will sack. Gain a little bit of life. We'll auto pay. We will play Pest Summon in. Oh, of course we draw the Mortality Spear. That was loud. That was a bit loud. Are they gonna play their giant realm cloak giant? That's fine. Sure. You know, I guess they assumed that I was gonna have a bunch of triggers. Would be my best guess. I'm unsure. But you know, the thing is, I wouldn't do that in a situation where I have a handful of cards. If that makes sense. Because you'd assume I have enough to rebuild. I would have waited to a situation where maybe I have like a couple cards. Yeah. I mean, that is also true. It is also bronze 4. Sure. I'll take some damage. I'm at 32. Yeah. We're swinging all in because reasons. I think I may have lethal here if they don't. Yeah. They're at 10. They're at 9-8. Yep, this is lethal. Eight. Momentum. Yeah. I don't know. I think they could have waited. You know, if I was. Problem is that I have the Bastion out, and it puts them in an awkward position of them having the Bastion to playing into the Bastion like triggers, which is I think the rough part. Anything good? I mean, everything. Oh. Sweet. Sweet. So my one big problem with Strixhaven, I don't know if you guys saw my community post the other day where I was asking you if you like the mythical mastery cards in Strixhaven, is the idea here that I don't like them because of this reason. I am currently playing standard, but now I have a nice mythical archive card that I can't actually physically play in standard. So to a new player, they may not understand, like, why can't I play this nice shiny card I got? And it also takes up one of the very limited slots we have in our packs we currently get in standard, which is not a good feeling. We have about an hour until I can unlock another deck. That is my one downfall to having those cards available in the packs. It's just that it takes away from you can play those cards, but a lot of them are historic. Like, there's some of them that, you know, transition over to standard, but most of them are historic cards. Like, so you can only play them in the historic format. So it's like the expanded format that includes all the sets that are currently in Arena. Yeah, why not? I can get the mana if I can kill my eye twitch, so might as well, you know. Might as well. Like, I'm not saying that they're not standard legal. It's just that there's a chunk of them that aren't, and it's not a good feeling. This guy's new rogue player, I think. At least I think a newer player when it comes to playing rogues, because typically you want to wait until I attack in, or wait to the end of my turn and play something like a Thieves Guild Enforcer. Because the idea here, I don't know if I'm assuming you guys know how to play. Like, I've played against rogues and whatnot. The idea here is you want to surprise me by playing it in response to my attack. So you play this at the end of my turn or in response to one of my attacks, and maybe throw it in the way to block it. So that, I mean, that's like the one call out I would say. The benefit I just realized though, if they decide to do anything with a lot of their cards, is we can exile their cards and get pests out of it. Yeah, I guess I wait. Also, they didn't play anything, so I'm partially confused. They've had 2 open mana, 3 open mana. Maybe they're not playing Lure, so it looks like they're playing the version that may have the guy that if I get dealt damage. Interesting. No. I think I'm gonna cycle Plum and get rid of iTwitch. Okay, so they're tapped out. Let's just get rid of this. I know he's my blocker, but I needed 1 draw lands, 2 to just get the board big and chunky, so it makes it awkward for them. Hello, can you call me Bill? I'm new. Hello, Bill. Even though it's gonna be tough for me, I will say this: it will be a little bit tough, just because your name on the stream chat is not Bill. So there's that. So I do apologize if I don't. But how's it going? All right. Okay. So maybe they're playing budget rogues, is kind of what I'm feeling here. I will take the 2 points of damage. I can't do anything about that. I'm not going to throw my things in front of it. No blocks. Pass the damage. My turn. Alright, looks like we're playing some Bastion here. I mean, if they have counters, it's whatever. But it's a matter of what they want to counter. They're very limited on what they can counter too, because they only have a single blue at the moment. So if they want to use their counter / kill spell on a Bastion, they can go ahead, but I mean, those are not bad. It's just a matter of utilizing the currency you get in the beginning. You can actually build a pretty decent deck, because this is built out of all the cards that I got on a fresh account. Like, this is my free-to-play account. This is what now? It's like probably about a week or so old. I haven't put a lot of playtime in because I do a lot of it on the stream. So, interesting. That is what they go with. So there's that. So I mean, it's just gonna take some time to grind out some cards. If you haven't seen on my channel, I do have a video on how to get some free packs if you haven't gotten those, which is definitely another big boost to like your collection if you haven't redeemed those. Interesting. Rankle's a good card. Sure. Sure. No. Yes. I guess I take the 8. That's fine. Each player sacrifices a creature. Each player discards a card. I mean, I have plenty to discard. Yeah, I mean, that's probably your best bet, personally, if you're looking to kind of, ramp up, kind of like, if you're looking to ramp up overall, like, your collection pretty quickly. Because what I think what I come out with at that video, like 35 packs. What mode to play? I mean, with the beginner decks, you're probably better off with the standard ranked. That's fine. Our standard play, our play ranked. So our opponent was waiting for us to tap out, I assume? I don't really know what's going on here. We'll do this, and we'll chump here. Yeah, like I'm right now in the rank queue, but I mean, if you're not sure 100% on how decks work and whatnot, you can always play in the play queue. Is another good spot to start out in. I mean, especially early on, a lot of times you will interesting. Man, I can't draw a land worth a dime. Like, that's my big problem here, is I'm kind of landlocked at the moment. Like, I was hoping to draw some lands. Like, that's, like, my problem. Lack of lands. Lack of lands. And our opponent's drawn an abundant amount of lands. Like, the problem is I'm stuck playing one card where our opponent's playing a cheaper deck overall, so they can play multiple things. So if our opponent's not careful, they could die? I don't know what's going on here. They're being... Swing all in. There you go. I mean, we've gotten almost half our deck milled. I mean, I think I'm dead if I don't block everything. I feel like you don't want to select any of them because I have all the cards. All right, they're letting me draw, I guess, so they have more plays. I'm dead in the air, unfortunately. Hold on, I'm just trying to think of where... I mean, a little late, but it's a thing. Though I don't have a good way of gaining life, do I? Like, I don't have a play here, unfortunately. That makes sense. No good way to really gain life, so we're out of this one, just because I don't have anything in my pile of hit cards that can get back against that. It happens. They'd have a much better start. Like, they were able to get the board pretty wide pretty quickly. No, hold on. The one rare I'm actually thinking about adding in the deck. This is actually not a bad rare, I think, overall, because it's like a interesting board clear spell. It's a gold card, not colorless. I know I don't have it, I don't think. It's from Strixhaven. Where is it? Where is it? No, it's not that. Where is... No? Where's the board wipe / removal card for Strixhaven? What's it called? I think I have like an idea of what the card is. It pretty much what it does is I destroy all creatures with a converted mana cost 2 or less. And I essentially would... Oh, there we go. We actually have one. Colon Ritual. Destroy each non-land permanent with a mana value 2 or less. Add green or black for each permanent destroy this way. So essentially, it's a board wipe that's decently okay against a lot of like your aggro decks in the format, and I get mana out of it. So I'm wondering if I add that in. Maybe I don't have to craft any, but this is as like a way to kind of get around the maybe more aggressive decks. Maybe we could take out something like Bind In. We add in 2 copies of that because I do have 1 rare card, and we'll just get rid of the Bayou Groff. So worst case scenario, if we're playing a deck that's very aggro aggressive. Also, it's a good way to just kind of wipe all our creatures in the process if we want to, you know, sacrifice them, and then we get mana to play things that we may draw out of them or whatnot. So definitely an interesting card to mess around with. It would have been very good against that. It would have been okay against that rogue matchup because most of their cards were above. 2 of their cards are above 3, and then the rest of it were at 2 or less. Run the play. Hand is okay. Still unsure about Dina, whatever you want to call her. But I mean, it's she's not terrible. But it's playing Green Snow. All right. So they are playing a deck that plays Lovestruck Beast. Interesting. Maybe Gruul is what I'm thinking here. If they play Gruul, this at least gets Dina out of Bone Crusher range. So Dina's not bad. All right, they're playing Golgari themselves. Maybe they are playing Witherbloom as well. They're not going to swing in because that's dumb of them to do that. Yeah, we'll get our board going because might as well. Let's swing in with Dina. They're not going to block, of course, because they want their Lovestruck Beast to come into play. Lovestruck Beast. Man, smart. It's like I've played against this deck before. Let's get a chump blocker going. No attacks. They don't really have any good attacks here. I mean, they do. They can swing in and make me lose my chump blockers. If I can try to land, I could hunt for specimens as well, and then just get card draw. What are we doing? Discarding cards?
Run now, and I might spare your life.
Okay, I'll get rid of my other Dina. I have 2.
We're doing things my way.
Hunt for specimens. Didn't draw land. I guess we get this. I play a table once a week with friends until COVID. Yeah, I mean, I miss table. I'll be quite honest. I'm a big table fan. Something about playing with physical cards, you know. I just I love just the shuffle. You know, just the idea of shuffling is always my favorite thing with table Magic. You're starting back up soon. Nice. Yeah, I used to go to a store that was closer to where my office was for my real job, but I don't really commute to my real job at the moment because I work from home for my job. So until it's out of the way for me to drive that way until everything kind of goes back to normal. So I'm kind of like gameless at the moment, or out of a store at the moment. All right. No. Man. I mean, I'm making a wide board. I mean, there's nothing wrong about that. I mean, if they want to put something on my Sedgemoor Witch, they can definitely go ahead and do that. Sure. I guess they're going to think about targeting that with a removal. I feel like our opponent's in an interesting spot here. Maybe they're going to minus Liliana. Like, I'm not mad if they get rid of Dina. Dinah? Is it Dina or Dinah? We'll call it Dina. Dina sounds better. Dinah sounds like I'm having some weird accent talking about like a food place. I'll get rid of a witch. Because I have a card that will help me draw cards, so... I mean, you're not going to get your creature off, if that's what you're thinking. Let's see what our opponent does here. Sure. Question mark? I guess they hit proceed to block.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity.
That's unfortunate. I see what they did there. All right, so let's see what happens here because we may have a big turn. This is where we probably plumb just because we're gonna make our opponent ping a lot of damage. So we'll do this for 3. We'll do this for 4. Well, I guess we get no. We will do this for 3 because we'll get 4 spells. We get a ton of triggers. They may actually be dead. I have no idea what's gonna happen. I think they're dead. Can I go to the battlefield real quick? So we overkilled them by 12. If I'm not mistaken, I think these are all the triggers. Just a big old Chloe pile. Like we had some Sedgemoor Witch triggers. Okay, so maybe we didn't overkill them by 12, but we had a lot of triggers from a little bit of everything. Yeah. Yikes. Yikes. Big yikes right there. But worked out in our benefit. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get one more cup of coffee before I start something else. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. I'm unsure, though, because they did have some decent rares in that deck I just played against. Like, they had Liliana and stuff. They had Lovestruck Beast. So I'm not 100% sure if that's, like, a physical starter deck that, like, you purchase, like, physically and then have a redeem code in MTG Arena. So it's definitely tough in that matter. Oh, all good. All good. All right, let me, I may switch accounts real quick just because we don't have anything to really personally do. I mean, I could get the last 3 runs and try to get the XP there. But, wait, did I get my... I already opened my pack, I guess. Okay. I was like, did I get my reward for leveling up to level 20? Though it was kind of interesting that I didn't even realize how much damage we got on the battlefield in that game. Like, having 2 Bastions plus Adina, then all those tokens with the gain lives. Oh, big damage. Let me switch screens real quick. I'm going to switch accounts. Just going to switch accounts real quick. I think I'm going to go onto my main account and play a quick Strixhaven draft, just because I have tokens that I don't have to spend currency on to play. I'm kind of feeling some draft right now, but I don't want to draft Ikoria on my free-to-play account because those cards aren't useful to the deck or to my account. Just because they're also rotating, so like to me, collecting those on a free-to-play account at this current time is not the ideal way to build up a collection, because those cards are going to rotate in what, 5 months, 4 months? Not worth my gold right now. Is warm. Okay, so traditional draft, premier draft. There we go. Let's just roll this too. Sure. Nope. Didn't get anything lucky. Not lucky. Anything on the store before I forget? I don't think anything was on yesterday. Yeah, yesterday was a Ikoria kind of day. Ikoria / some of the older stuff. I mean, I guess Kazu Mammoth is the only card out of these that's not rotating. Only pay for one. Nice. I mean, that is the goal. Like, that's the goal that anyone wants when it comes to playing draft in general, whether it's playing Premier or Quick, is you want to be able to have your draft pay for itself and then some. So if you get to, you know, what is it, 4 wins on Premier, you make 100 gems, and then on top of it, you get to pay for your next draft for free. So, I mean, that's the dream. That's the dream. Plus, I mean, this is the best way, in my personal opinion, to build a collection. So, all right, open the first pack. What do we got going on here? Nothing really sticks out to me being, I'm going to get rid of this. Nothing that sticks out to me being great. Zimone is actually probably the best card here just because of its ramp ability / draw in the late game. So I do think that's probably the pick. All right, let me get rid of that because it's popping me up. Removal's real good. Removal's always good. Need to switch screen. Oh, sorry. Thank you. Sorry, we got Zimone in our first pack. I got to get my my stream deck set up because I reset it. Soothsayer's not terrible because it draws cards. Leyline Invocation, I guess, because it makes a big creature. Pest Summoning could also be pretty good, but Leyline's, I think, where we're going to go. Why not in late game draw a big creature, get big land? Thank you. Yeah, I got to get my... I have a stream deck that I currently... when I got my new computer, I never reset back up with all my little hotkeys. So sometimes I forget when it comes to that. Zephyr Boots aren't bad if we want to get some, you know, avoidance, which is not terrible, but I don't think it's the pick here. I could technically get a Eureka Moment because digging deep and it's in our color scheme. I mean, why not? I think it's probably the Eureka Moment at the moment, just because I want some big card draw. Another Zimone's not terrible. Environmental Sciences is real good. Solve the Equation's not great. But I think a second Zimone. Yeah, I'll worry about the learn cards in the last couple packs, but I want some like big Fractal Summoning. Yes, all the yes. We will get the one Fractal Summoning though. That's a big card. I will say I'm not a master at drafting, so if I draft wrong, it's because of my own expertise or lack thereof. But I do feel like we're right now in a decent spot with what we're drafting and what we have so far. At least that's what I think. But yet again, it's me. Like, this is probably like my 4th or 5th draft in Strixhaven, and I know it's one of those sets that are very fickle when it comes to like power that you can open in packs. Like, if we pulled, like, a Primal Command... Oh, Primal Command. Big card there. Let's see... Oh, I was going to say, where are the packs at? Buy it... I think it's the Scourge. I mean, we've got a lot of ramp. I mean, we have a decent amount of ramp, I should say, not a lot. I think it's the Scourge, though, over the Bio-Mathematician. I mean, the one thing, though, I know it's expensive in Arena, but it is one of those things that when you do it a lot, you kind of pick up on what cards work and what cards don't. I've seen a lot of success with, like, Simic, per se, from all the drafts I've watched. Aether Helix is not bad as a bounce spell, though I would like some removal. Maybe that's in pack 2 and 3. But might as well get a card to bounce some stuff. Kind of expensive, but... And it's only sorcery speed, but might as well get a bounce spell plus a card to get something back from a graveyard. In case something does die. I mean, seems at least Simic's open to my right. As you can kind of clearly... Total blah blah blah. I don't think I'm a Vortex Runner kind of guy. Is it the Whirlwind Denial? Is that what it is? Is that the card? I think it's the Whirlwind Denial, but I'm not happy about it. I mean, some disruption's okay, but it's not, I don't know. I just don't think some of the counter spells are great. Like, this is not, I don't think this is a limited counter spell, but could be. Also, I don't think we have a lot of creatures. We have 3 creatures and 4 instants and sorceries. Gotta get that balance. Pop quiz is good. Yeah, I think pop quiz is good out of that. A little bit of draw and a little bit of learn. Not bad. I think I got like the only fractal summon I think on the table, so that's always positive. Yeah, how's it going, Anders? How we doing, my dude? Dude, it's all good. I mean, you know, these are always live. So, I mean, they're always live on my channel, so you can always check them out after our drafts, after, you know, my stream's over. I leave them up for you guys. I put them in a nice little playlist. Yeah, and I guess that's really all I can say. They're just on demand, I guess. Though they are kind of long, I would say. That's the one downfall. Streams are a lot longer to watch than a, you know, a 20-minute video or 15-minute video or ever how long of a video I make. I think it's a summoning. I mean, Soothsayer's Adept is not terrible. It's a 1/3. But I feel like summoning's just too good to pass up, just as to get some bodies on the field. I mean, Cogwork Archivist is not bad either. I think I mean, maybe another big card. I don't know if it's the strongest card there. You like the long streams? Thanks. I mean, I go for a few hours. I mean, we're right now, what, about an hour and a half in? Wow, that tabled. I mean, I'll take the reduced to memory just so it doesn't table. I put it in my sideboard. I'm not going to probably play it, though, because it doesn't fit with my colors currently. I could splash in white later, but so far we're pretty Simic. Or, crap, what's the school? I don't know what the school's called for blue-green. I'm terrible at these. When they come up with new names, you're lucky I know like things like Simic. I come from the era of Magic before there was special names for dual color decks. Where back in the day you just called them, this is Quandrix. There we go. Like back in the day, all you used to do is call them, hey, this is blue-green tokens or blue-green fractals, you know. Also, hoping that they're not going forward with this, and this is just like a specific issue to white-black is always open. Yeah, the only problem I find with white-black is just it's a nice mid-range deck, but it's not great. Yeah, I feel like that was a wash in that pack. I don't really want the reject. It's not a great card. Like, share, and subscribe. Are those the things the YouTubers are supposed to say? Unless that's not what you're saying, but that's my one problem. And I also, all right. I mean, I'll take it by there. I do all the codes. So did you get a decent boost? Wow, that's a pretty strong card for white. Lightning, Force Pull, Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt's big. This pack's actually really good. Wow, there's a lot of big cards here. Yeah, it's definitely changed a little bit. A lot of different abilities, a lot of things. I'm not playing these colors. Like, I want those cards, but I'm not playing those colors. Professor's really good. I think we take the Elemental Summoning, possibly. I think the Summoning's the big card. I am missing removal, but I think we're good. Should use gems. I prefer not to use gems. If you can accumulate enough gold, 5,000 gold, I think it is, and you do a quick. You got a few packs, nice. You can do a quick draft, which will use gold instead of, and that's 5,000. And the idea there is, instead of spending real money to draft, you can then eventually make your own money to then, pay for your draft over time. This pack is not in our color scheme. Oh man, this is tough. Yeah, it's the easiest to be as free as possible. I mean, I may just take the rare just to take the rare. I don't. That pack was not good for us. Decisive Denial is really good. Groff is very good in limited. Adventurous Impulse is good for draw. This is Expanded Anatomy is really good. Wow, this is an us pack right here for our colors. I think it's the Adventurous Impulse just for the. Yeah. And the other thing about Quick Draft too, especially if you're newer, is is you got as much time to think about your picks. You're not forced. You're not forced to select as quickly as possible. Whereas playing against real people, I'm just gonna put this in the deck. Natural Order is not bad. Professor is really good. Yeah, I'll take Professor. I gotta get more main board creatures because we're only at 6. So that's the one thing. I would say Quick Draft to get yourself very fluent with like the sets that you're drafting, and then eventually draft against real people. Though in both you do play real people in the games. You don't play against AI in the Quick Draft. That's also pretty awesome there, Bill. 20 packs or so is not bad. That's a good start. So, like, my goal on my free-to-play account is just for it to eventually pay for itself to do, the various things. Yeah, I mean, the one benefit is in Quick Draft, it's a little bit easier. I mean, unless the AI is programmed to take like the rares, I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, this is maybe Arcane Subtraction, just because it's a surprise, like, way to make our opponent swing in aggressively. Slow our opponent down. Mentor's Guidance is real good. I do think we have an array of creatures, so getting extra draws, not bad. I'm not sure if I like the commons. I think taking a turn off to pay for it is not great. You can't play it on turn 1, so it's not a great turn 1 draw. So we may just remove it if oh, this is in the deck. I don't want that. That's in the it's supposed to be side. Oh wow. He's real good. He's just a big old boy that gets in the way of things. Or I can get another Scourge Colony. Commons are bad in your opinion? It depends. It depends, I guess. I mean, there's some good commons and uncommons in most sets. Okay. Did I take it? I did. Okay. I sat there too long thinking. Maybe take another Eureka? Yeah, I guess Eureka's good there. It, like, yelled at me. I got scared. We'll take another Cogwork. Sure. We'll take big things. Archway commons, yeah. I don't think I need that many. Yeah, I'll take a Decisive Denial. I mean, that's going to be a fight spell / a counter spell for us. Frog Wizard or Charge Through? Frog Wizard or Charge Through? Frog Wizard or Charge Through? Frog Wizard it is. Why not more creatures? I'm not going to draft it, but it's fine. I'm not going to play with it, at least. We'll throw Reject in the side. I think I'm just gonna take the removal out, or the counters out. I don't really like. Oh, wow! This is a pack. Wow. That is quite the pack choice. We got Kelpie Guide, which is real big in draft. Compulsive Research is great for draw. Snow Day is okay. Merchant Sequence is great to get that early ramp. Mage Duel is also very good as a fight spell. I mean, hopefully one of these table is the best thing we can do here. But I think we take the Kelpie Guide. Yeah, I think we have a lot of card draw. So I think the Kelpie Guides are probably best bet. Containment Breach is not bad. Another Leyline would be really good. I think another Leyline's good. Snow Day is cool. Yeah, I do like it. It's just expensive. It's like a very expensive tap spell, but you get a lot out of it. It's like a very high value tap. I think we take this guy for a little bit of life gain. Yeah, Kelpie is definitely great in draft. The early like idea here on tap power permanent we control in the early game to maybe get additional mana. Then the late game tap things. Our opponent, you know, maybe if they have big creatures in our way or they're trying to swing in for big damage. All right, what do we got going on here? Bondrix is real good. Like the land's really good. Could just take like another ley line. Just how much gold is quick draft? 5k. Which is like probably about a week's worth of farming. Your weekly, your daily, and whatever quests pop up throughout the week. Yeah, on May 28th as well. You'll be switching to back to the current set. I had the words. Yes, Quandrix Pledge Mage. Our deck's all over the place right now. It will clean this up, but Quandrix Pledge Mage is real good. We have a lot of card draw and spells to make this thing pretty big. I'm not sure how I feel about Natural Order because we don't have like a big creature. You know, we don't have like that Bookworm. Like that's the thing I'm missing here is like that big old Bookworm. Honor Troll's not bad because it has Vigilance. So we don't have a lot of life gain, but I think I'm gonna take Campus though. Scry is very strong. Like that late game Scry, it could be pretty good. I mean, let's just take a quick look at this version. I mean, we're little heavy on the top end, but overall not terrible. We got a lot of 2s and 3s, which is not bad. A few piles and 4. So yeah, I think it's a decently balanced deck. And we hopefully have enough ramp in the deck to kind of get us to that 6 pretty early. Double Major. I don't have a big spell to copy. But, you know, for the content, guys, we're going to Double Major. Yeah, I'll take another Fractal Summon in. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely good to hopefully find your answers from your deck. We're a little over halfway, so we should see our pack. This should be our pack coming right back to us on pick 8, if I'm not mistaken. Because this should be a once around. I don't have much in the way of removal, so I think it's Mage Duel here, as much as Emergent Sequence is probably good as well. But I don't have... Yeah. Yeah, let's take another Biomathematician. Maybe a Vortex Runner. I don't know if I'll play Vortex Runner, but we'll take it. Because we do have the ramp, so maybe we'll get to 8 lands pretty consistently. Second Campus is probably the strongest pick there. Yeah, I'm probably going to get rid of the Archway Commons, just because I have the dual land. I think I feel better about that. Big play. Sure. We'll get some big plays, guys. We'll hit some big plays. Second big play. And a reject in the side. And we get 40 gems out of it because I own some of the cards. Got it. Alright. What do we got going on here? We gotta cut 7 cards. I probably cut one of the... Probably cut 1 and 1, so we have 6 of those. Eureka's fine. Natural Order. Aether. Quandrix. Biomathematician. I think I cut the Runner. Fractals are definitely cool. Fractals are definitely cool. I think I cut the big plays. I don't really think we're going to be doing big plays. I don't have big creatures, so I don't think... Like, Natural Order to me is not a great card for this deck. You know, we don't have like a Bookworm. We don't have like that big... We don't have that Dragon or something like that we drafted. So I don't think Natural Order makes the cut. Is my take on it based on what I have in my deck. Like our deck has turned out to be more of a mid-range deck. Dice of Denial. And I think we get rid of the Befuddler. Yeah. If I had a Bookworm or something, like something I know I can go and search for, like something I really want in that like early but like turn forward game, I would definitely play it. But like I said, I don't have that powerful card. Yeah, I think this is the deck. I mean, it seems interesting. How many learn cards do I have? 1. Oh, you know what? I can just do this. I forgot that this is a thing. We have 2 learn cards, so that's not great. But it's okay. It's something we'll just have to deal with. But we have ways to kind of dig in our deck, so it's not bad. Yeah, big guy bomb. Like I said, my good old favorite bookworm. Me and him go way back. It's fine. It's one of those things you pick up as you do more drafts, you know? The more drafts you do, the understanding you get what works together. Like, you're looking for synergies, like, especially if you're drafting Strixhaven. A lot of the synergies are within the schools, like the 2 colors. If you're drafting something like, let's just say you did a quick Ikoria draft, you gotta draft along the mechanics of the set. Well, that's not great. So you gotta draft within the mechanics. So, like, mutates one of them, cycling, things like that is kind of like how that would work. And there's just like cards that are good for each. Yeah, this is better. We'll get rid of a land, but this is a much better hand. And just getting the process of drafting down is like another thing that's like a whole nother skill. We'll keep this 6 and we'll get rid of one of the campuses. We don't need multiple. It's fine. Shuffler's fine. And I do think playing the tap land on turn 1's always the play. Personally, that's just me. Just because you get it out of the way. If you want to play a crucial turn 3 or turn 4 spell, don't have to worry about it. Sure. That is perfectly fine that you waste that on that card. I mean, I guess they get rid of an attack and a reach. I honestly don't know why. Like, this is a card you play when I have something big out that you don't want in your way. Like, that, it set up a turn that you're gonna actually, like, do something with that. This gives +1/+2, which is not great. Didn't draw a land, which kind of stinks. They're gonna attack him for 4/4 trample. They're not gonna probably attack in with their... I think we adventure here, right? I need a land. I need to hit my land drop. Nice. And I think we play this. And then we see go. It would have been bad if we didn't draw land. But that gives us the most opportunity that way, instead of playing something like Pop Quiz and then having 1 mana open. Alright, that's fine. Sure. Sure. Let's Mage Duel. They have mana open though. Yeah, let's Mage Duel. We'll have them both exchange. Don't want them having trample, and we'll swing him for 3. Because I can't block the flyer, so there's no point in me holding back. That's fine. Pop Quiz. Professor's good. I don't have any white mana, so it's Fractal Summon into the hand and Bone. No attacks. And our opponent's kind of out of answers at the moment, so we're in a good spot. And I do think I can chump here. Sure. I mean, maybe they have a big spell. I don't know. They only have 2 cards. Nice. We're not drawing our lands, which kind of stinks. So that's the one downfall here. Because there's no way I can compete with what they got going on here. I could exchange with a Fractal here by, you know, tap in 2. I don't know what they're doing. They're looking at their 6/6s. I mean, the one benefit is good thing I got rid of their 4/4 because these guys would have had trample if he was still out. So, I mean, maybe I did it a turn earlier. I don't really know, but our opponent's in the tank. Not sure. They have a fight spell? Okay. So, mistake by our opponent here. They should have attacked him with their 6/6. I don't have enough power to kill their 6/6. That's just me. That's probably what I would have done. Now I just need lands. Like, if I had land, I mean, we have plays in our hand. And we're really only getting pinged by a 2/2 in the air at the moment. Our opponent hasn't been aggressive. Like, a Eureka moment would be really nice. Like, I don't know what their idea is here. I can kill a 6/6 if they definitely need lands. Should have never got rid of that campus. I can chump a turn. I'm nowhere near playing Zimone for her big draw. I guess I could, worst case scenario. Okay. I think it's a. You think this is? I think I take the turn off again. I think we just chump and gain the life. Negate the flying of damage by 1. Okay, I don't have a land in my hand. No. That's dumb. We'll play Kelpie. And we'll say go. I think we go to our sideboard. I forget what we have in our sideboard, but I think I have something I can get that will be okay. I mean, worst case scenario, I guess we play our Fractal for a little bit here. Chump. And chump. The mathematician's not doing anything. Technically we now have 6. Nice. And land. That's 7, so I can make it 5/5. It's not great, but it's something. I do think we were in a situation that we didn't really draw our lands, which puts us behind in the situation. Why is our opponent being very okay? I was gonna say our opponent needs to be aggressive on how they set up the board. That's the card we need. That's the card we need right there. I'm 1 mana short, but we're dead pretty much on board in a way. Because we can't attack with everything. We're at 7. Past the blockers. We'll get rid of that. If I take... Yeah, I mean, we're not in a good spot at all. Our opponent just drew better. Is really what this came down to. Like, they didn't get mana, they didn't get stuck at mana, so it's just one of those things. Like, we had plays, it's just I don't think we had anything to really do anything about whatever. This happens, it's fine. Should have never got rid of our land. If we would have kept our campus, we would have been fine in that game. We're missing one land. I also don't have a lot of removal, so that's actually probably, you know, I probably should have thought about that. BD Diamond. On the play. No green mana. Awesome. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Keep. We're gonna get rid of the impulse. Everything else we're keeping. Everything else is a keep in this hand, I think. Just need mana. Just need 4 mana because our hand's not playable. Get rid of the impulse, get stuck at 3 mana. Alright, sweet. Mana. Is our opponent not playing anything because they think we have counters? I mean, I'm game for that. Oh no. Yeah, mana. Can I draw 2 cards? Sweet. When a plan comes into action. We're going to play some of our lower stuff in case they want to counter any of it. Thinking about it, I probably should have played that differently, but it's fine. Mistakes are made, because I probably should have played that after I played something like Leyline, so my fractal is that one little bit bigger. But might as well get some board presence. Okay. So they had that the whole time, or they drew it. In this position, it's probably best to play big ol' Leyline. There's no good attacks. I mean, I could attack him with this and this because they can't kill either, and they take at least a point of damage. So there's that, I guess. My hand's looking pretty good against them, especially them being behind on mana, which is not great. It doesn't look like they drew mana again, which is unfortunate. Because you can always tell just because when you don't draw mana, most people don't... If they draw mana, they slam it down immediately. If they don't draw mana, they don't slam it down. Yeah, it's definitely a better start. Okay. I guess they saw the writing on the walls of me attacking him with 6/6, I guess, and then being behind the whole time. I mean, I'll take it. It's unfortunate though when you get stuck against when you get mana screwed like that. Like that's we were stuck at 5 mana. Being stuck at like 3 mana is not great. I think compared to I would rather be stuck at 5 mana than 3 mana in any game, but being stuck at mana and having plays that are higher than the mana you have is not great. Especially there's board wipes in the format, but there's not many of them per se to go around. I think they're all rare or mythic. Oh, this is a risky hand. 2 mana hand. I'm keeping it. I mean, the hand's solid. If we can get the 3 mana, this hand picks up pretty good. And it's not looking good. Punished. Punished, guys. Punished. Definitely punished. That's fine. Look at all these nice 3 mana cards in my deck. They're all nice. They're all nice and pretty. I do think if we can get the 3 mana, we can actually probably go off pretty decently. Sure. I mean, if you remove it, you remove it. I take 2 points of damage. I honestly, doesn't matter to me. Awesome. go for it. What if I have a counter spell? Maybe I was holding up with one counter spell. Didn't go for it. I mean, I could have attacked, but I feel like that would provoke the counter spell. Well, it's a priority, you know. There's logic to this. Multiple choice. Ooh, I like E. So they get a 4/4. Wow, they got a lot of mana really quickly. Or did we get mana screwed pretty good? Sure. Oh my goodness, guys. And we got to discard a card. Jeez. Jeez. Louise. We're getting the best of both worlds of our deck. Like, our hand is solid if we have mana. Our hand is terrible if we have no mana. That's it? I will not block, sir. Wow. Punished. Thank you. Because... I have a wizard. How do we get out of this pickle is the real question. I guess we... This is a 3-3 deck, pretty much, yeah. It has the best of both worlds. It's a 50-50 chance of what we're going to get. I do think if we mulligan, our chances of winning with this deck are much worse. Because we're on the play. Oops. Why would you do that? What does that gain you? What? Did you want to reset the game so we're even? I am so confused. What is that play? Also, did I not have 2 mana open? Yeah, on the play mulligans often, like, the odds are worse against you. So they wanted to do that to clear the board to have mascot? Like, I don't understand that play. Ifrit Painter, sure. I'll take damage. Yeah, I mean, they had a mascot, but still, I don't... To me, that's not the play. Like, I wouldn't do that. Like, what if I go to my sideboard and just get big creatures, you know? I mean, it is silver. We're in silver. You know, things are new here. I mean, I guess I have a decisive denial for them if they decide to do anything crazy. They shouldn't attack him with Painter. Like, that's not the play here either. Okay. Don't have the 4 mana, so that's fine. A little bit. I'll take 2. I'm not worried about it. You want to counter? Sure. That's fine. I'll save you from trying to trample over for damage. Big ley line? Doesn't block flying. I've been good. Been busy. A lot of work. You gonna draw a card? Was this 4 mana? So they're gonna make their painter. Probably should have bounced here, actually. That probably would have been the better play. Bounce their painter back. Can't attack. Okay. I mean, I am not mad. I will then do what I want to do. Bounce you back. Can I get this? Doesn't have haste. Yeah, we'll say cool. Painter's now slowed down a turn. That's fine. Just gonna throw it out there. They can pay mana to make their Inkling unblockable and hit me for damage every turn. Well, I don't wanna. You can have that on the bottom of your library, so you can't get it back. If that's the plan, sir. That's the plan. Oh, how does this work? Boom. More bears. All the bears. Double bears. The bears. Nice. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Sorry to hear that. This is an interesting board. I'll be quite honest here. That's unfortunate. No one ever wants to go through that. What do they have? Sure. I mean, they know I have another card to create more fractals. I'm not going to attack. I mean, that's dumb. They should play their Wormhole Serpent. Hit me for 2 these past 3 turns. I would have been at, like, 2 right now. Yikes. What has happened? Whenever you cast your next instant or sorcery spell, copy that spell, you may choose new targets. Sure. So you get rid of a bear. Got it. It's a lot of damage to get rid of a bear. Now the question is the value there. Construct, Druid, Fractal for 6. Big Fractal, have more counters. No attacks. What do we want to put in our base? Got it. We could have been dead by now. Just saying, if our opponent realized what they have on the board here. Oh, I didn't have the mana open. I was like, why didn't that actually tap? We'll get an extra copy. Draw 2 cards. That's fine. Yeah, life gain's fine. Oh, that's good. That's always good to hear. Creature. And we say go. Yeah, it's definitely good though. Yeah, it takes time. You know, time heals all wounds. Sure. Sure. All right. So you're gonna attack, is what you're saying. You're gonna attack for 0. And I am going to get an elemental summon it. I am going to make my board big, sir. So big. Can I get my life point back? You did less damage than I have life left. Let's get our mage tool back in our deck. I bought breakfast this morning. Oh my goodness. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I don't have a good attacker, to be quite honest, if I don't have my fractal up. So we'll say go. Yeah. So it like equaled out, but you know, someone had to give up their stuff. Their board is very wide. Like they have a lot of things on the board. I mean, are they waiting for their like mascot thing? I'll be quite honest, if they actually would have not spent any mana, that I could have been dead this turn. Like, I don't understand what the idea of attacking with a 3/4 is. I've actually never had it, to be quite honest. Let's see. What do we want to put back in our deck? Do I have another Eureka moment? I do, still in the deck. I guess a fight spell would be really good here. So another fight spell, so Decisive Denial. Gravy's so good and creamy. That sounds really weird to describe gravy like that. So this is quite the stalemate. I think we attack in with our 6/6 and make them block. Because everything else kind of sucks here. I guess I could... Yeah, I guess we attack him with 2. They chump this way. Maybe they double block something. I don't really know. But I do think this is the play. It is honestly a staring contest, but we're getting low on our deck. Our opponent's actually doing better card-wise because we've drawn more. But we're in a weird stalemate. It isn't, no. We're not doing any of that stuff. So I gotta, I'm gonna be the one who makes the first move. So it's like they gotta do something. That's fine. Sure. Interesting. Interesting. You have a pump spell? Like, I don't care if you kill it. That's fine. Like, that was what they were holding on to. It was a spell to get a spirit back if their spirit does die. Like, the play should be for them right now, in their position with them having, like, 10 mana on the board, is to play their Wormhole Serpent twice, get 2 unblockable creatures, and get free damage in. And I have no idea why they're not doing their free painter currently. Interesting. Those are the blocks you're offering me. Well, chump, and I take 6. If they have a burn spell, I guess. I don't know what happened there. We were on the ropes. We were going to 1. Opponent quit. I didn't hire them to do so. It's not me. I swear, it all was legit. Yeah, we got that for free. We were not in a good position in that board. Like, our opponent, I think, could have won a lot sooner. That's good. That's always good. Oh no, we're facing Apex. Like, the Apex. I don't actually know if that means anything, but their name is Apex. They must play Apex Legends. This hand, this could be a good game. You got 3 mana, a workable hand, could do things. It has potential. This is a potential hand. We got Biomathematician, grabbing everything coming up Millhouse right now. Also, they played a Snarl without a basic in their hand, so that's interesting. Okay, Sultai. We definitely need to smile more. That's always a positive. Always a positive, making people smile. Okay, they have a lot of lands, I think, because they just milled 2 lands to their graveyard. How long you been grinding this account? Well, this one is my actual like main account. We took a break from my free-to-play account because I did that this morning. But my free-to-play account has been probably about a little over a week. Getting a couple of the starter decks. I have a built deck on that account that is somewhat in the work in progress. But, you know, I haven't spent a single dime other than... Okay. I would have waited. Yeah, this is Magic the Gathering. Of this game, you play cards, mana based on colors, plays cards based on the colors of mana on the top right-hand corner. They're new. It's fine, they're new. I mean, I'm missing land is the one downfall. But overall, the idea is you play a deck of cards. We're playing a limited style of the game, but you play a deck of cards. Goal is to get your opponent to 0 life before you lose. It's very similar to most of the games out there. I guess Yu-Gi-Oh! Is another good one. Pokemon. I think Pokemon you do prizes instead is how Pokemon works. But the idea is just to lower your opponent's life points to 0 is kind of like the best way to put it. And we are going to untap our Quandrix and play Professor. No, but I mean, the other thing our opponent, I will say this, instants are always reactive. So in my personal opinion, our opponent played that backwards. Sure. Is they went to it, they play their instance on their turn to not take any advantage of it when we're not blocking, we're not attacking them. Like, it's a very interesting play, I guess is the best way to put it. It sounds fun. It takes a lot of time and patience though, because it is one of those games that it can be a grind. There are really good players at the game. People have really good cards. People may think that it's pay to win, but technically this is just how card games work in general. Spend the money, you have the best cards. You know, that's kind of the process most of the time. The more money you have, usually you get the better cards quicker. I'm gonna play this one now because I get additional counter. That's what I thought. I'm just gonna swing all in. I could leave back, you know, Kelpie Guide, but it's fine. Our opponent's on the ropes right now, so maybe they have a big Crux of Fate. Maybe that's the card that hold him back on. I honestly don't know what they could get in this situation. We have a very wide board. They're at 3 life. I'm liking my chances. My chances have changed. Oh, wait. Yeah, exactly. Having the best cards doesn't make you win all the time, but it gives you a better chance to win all the time. I think our opponent kept a very questionable hand there. But having more money gives you more options. I played Hearthstone. Hearthstone's very interesting. It has a weird meta, I guess, because the way the game works, it's very... The one thing I don't like is I like Magic is always interactive, whether it's your turn or not your turn, whereas I think Hearthstone, at least when I played, was very, like, once your turn was over, you can kind of, like, go watch a YouTube video, do something else. Your opponent's going to do their thing, and then you're going to wait till your turn's back. But I could see Hearthstone having that free-to-play issue, just because, honestly, what is there? Just play queue and ranked? There's not really draft. I know there's like that, like, what is that, battle thing? The Battlegrounds? No more wins now? I mean, I don't know. If it happens, it happens, but can I at least get one more? Please, just one more win. Alright, we're playing in Cyrus KC. Maybe they're from Kansas City. I see how you did it. You said no more wins now, and then we get a terrible hand. Let's get rid of the Helix. It's not the best card in our hand. I don't know. Hand's looking promising. Curving out. Oh my god, my phone's blowing up. Why are people texting me? I'll attack. Okay. How do you know when to mulligan and when to keep? Okay, so in that situation, I clearly had cards that I couldn't play at all. So that's a mulligan, definitely. Yeah. You want to have a hand that is playable, if that's the best way to put it. So, like, this hand that I kept, I drew 3 lands of the colors I needed. I drew some playables in the early game, so definitely a much better hand than my first hand. Previous hand had a bunch of blue mana and blue and green spells. So that's a hand you don't want to keep. It's kind of like my go-to way to figure out, you know, if it's keepable or not. Yeah. All right, well, we're going to play this way. I could have played the Mathematician here. But it's definitely, yeah. And that's the other thing too. If you build a decent deck that has a good curve, that's another thing you want to look out. You want to do when you go to build in is build a deck with a decent curve. Is always a plus. Opponent's thinking. I know in draft it's a little bit more complex because it's based on how you pick, but that's also something you got to keep in mind when it comes to picking cards. The suspense is killing me. Do we want our opponent to ramp? Does that slow down our game if our opponent ramps up? No? If our opponent ramps up, that's fine. We'll maybe slow them down from playing their big cards. Interesting. Because I had the pause, our opponent decided not to do anything. I will take it. Though, we did not draw any lands, so there's that. Yeah. Strixhaven's very weird because the power level is very high. Like, there's a lot of high level power. And our opponent's drafted the perfect witherbloom deck currently. Because that's the thing. Well, might as well get wider than them. Makes it harder for them to block. Miss Llanowar Elves? I mean, there's things that are similar, I guess, in the format. There's that one elf that's 1/2 with reach. Jeez, I want his draft. Do you see the power of his cards in his draft? Well, the problem is I can't have him get encounters, so we're just gonna fight this and get rid of it. What is this? What? Jeez. Man, some people in their drafts. Drawn the perfect curve. And you know what the funny thing is? I play a lot of draw-in spells. Have not drawn a single one. Our opponent still doesn't want to do anything. I guess I'll scry next turn. I need one more land though. One more land, and these Scourges become big props. He's only bronze. I mean, just because he's bronze doesn't mean, you know, like for example, what's his name? Crap. Jim Davis. He does a bronze to mythic thing, and he makes a bronze deck to get to mythic. So he could be a good player and just be on and just restarting, you know. Yeah. I'll be quite honest. I'm only silver. I would say maybe I'm slightly better than a silver, but I don't play draft a lot to rank up to the high ranks. This is definitely a staring match. Sure. Going all in on one creature. Interesting. I mean, I guess that's my strongest creature. Pass to attackers. I mean, they're not. So the smart thing to do in their situation is to actually. Question is, do you think they have Snakeskin Veil? They already had one. Having two is possible. Hold on, let's well, if they kill everything, might as well block and give it. They definitely have a nice deck. They drafted real well. So my idea here is that if they have one, I have enough stuff behind it to prevent. But they're in a definitely a great spot if I was them, just because their board is in a great spot. Like, I don't have any way to get rid of this board currently. And look at that. They have a combat trick. Personally, I would put it on a creature that you think is gonna die. Maybe. But yeah, they got real good. They got real lucky with their their overall board deck creation here. I mean, the only thing I could think of that's gonna help me here is something like something. All right, I'm just gonna get out of here because I'm so far behind and I have no way to catch up. Oh man, unfortunate. And I even think with like proper removal, like balance and draw and proper removal, that was a game that we were fighting behind regardless because the way they drew, like their hand was just too good. Yeah, we had the mana. But that's all we had. Opponent goes first. This is not a keepable hand because, like I said, you know, we have playables. We don't really have playables with our green mana. We're on the draw, so it's a plus. Being on the draw is a much easier decision to make a mulligan because we do get the draw card, so we do go back up to 7. So that's the one benefit. But this hand's not playable in its current form, so this is a mulligan. Yeah, I mean, we'll drop a blue, I think, because green is our stronger color. So yeah, we'll play the mirror game here. I don't have that card though, so mirror game's over. 7-2 now. Now go for it.
Beware the ember that ignites an inferno.
Okay,
The future
that's a Kasmina.
decided.
That's a card. Maybe make it hard for our opponent to attack. Want to attack our life points. I don't know. Our opponent also drew perfectly. Got their Kasmina. Nice Quandrix on the board. We're field tripping. Gonna draw maybe some lands. Our opponent's on a roll currently. Our opponents back-to-back have both been playing very strong decks. And they're going to get to a point where maybe they -8 at this time and just play any spell from their deck.
We must prepare for tomorrow.
Let's make them play a spell. So I have an account where I'm 100% free to play, where I don't buy stuff. But I also have this account where this is like my main account where I make a lot of my like variety of deck videos I do on my channel, just because it's hard to do that with a free to play account. So I have a mixture of both. Like the free to play account's the new account actually. It was something that people seem to want content-wise, so I went ahead and I decided to make the account. No text. Oh man, this is definitely a hole that we gotta dig out of. All right, well they didn't want the land, but they wanted whatever card they got. They got a land. I think we gotta like force blocks is our best bet here, and then we can possibly arcane subtraction is maybe an idea. Verdant mastery, wow. Okay, our opponent is ramping hard. All of the lands, jeez. And a scry, wow. They're playing like big spells. Big spells here.
The future is not yet decided.
Well, I don't want Kasmina around. You don't need that. So you do whatever blocks you want. Kasmina's dead regardless. We'll learn. I guess we will draw a fractal here.
Clearly, I have nothing to teach you.
And we'll mentors. Yeah, I can use more lands. Lands are good. Yeah, I'll draw 2 lands. Thin the deck out a little bit. Come back? Maybe. I don't know. They have some big cards. So, it's definitely going to be interesting. All right, that's not as bad. Okay, we're just playing the whole deck, aren't we? Or their whole hand. Got it. They've been holding out all these cards in their hand. Fair. I would have done the same thing. Also fair. I would have attacked as well. His hand's empty. Yeah, that's true. Big play. Want to see my big play? Boom. And boom. Double Kelpie Guides. Double the taps, double the fun. And we're at 6 mana. That's fine. Alright, well... we'll chump there, leave my 4-3 back. I know, it's definitely scary. I'll gain a life. We also have the card draw, so that's our benefit as well. You can't loot, sir. Unfortunately, that hand does not loot well. All right, let's attack first. Let's see what our opponent does. Do they block this 4 damage? Because there's no way they can, right? And then we'll just for 6. Big ol' 6/6 makes their bottom board kind of awkward. And next turn we can shut down their board in a way and get in for some damage. Kelpies are cool. I know. Oh boy. We can shut that down. That's fine. We can shut down their 9/9, so that's perfectly fine. Those are on. We'll play our Cogwork Archivist. I could swing in for some damage, but we're gonna pass and we're gonna tap down at the end of their turn. Sure. Pass to attackers. No attacks. End a turn. We'll tap you. We'll tap you. I don't know why I tapped the 1 creature, to be quite honest. That was probably a misplay by me. We'll swing in for 6. I'll tap this first, sorry. Yeah, we'll tap there. So you gotta either block or take 6. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I can get rid of their 2 cards I think are much better than the 4/4 in this current point. So I think that's actually the play. I'll be quite honest. I'll keep the 4/4 round, but those cards have better abilities, I think. Plus, this kind of is good as well. And I'll get pinged for 1. Like, I'm not worried about pinging for 1, but them being able to, you know, draw and discard, and then having vigilance, both better than just a vanilla 4/4 with tokens. Wrong Billy. I was gonna say, there's not really Yeah, sure. I will chump with my 4/4. It's fine. I do think that's a better board. I can start putting things back in my graveyard. I'll Eureka. Let's fill up my hand. Like, we got a lot going on for us. We'll throw Quandrix on the battlefield. We will put a card back into our, not their graveyard, our graveyard. Yeah, we'll throw Fractal Summon in our deck. Why not? Play Pledge Mage. Can you feel that? Got that momentum. Interesting. What do they do here? Do you think they block? You can't block. Resculpt, exile target creature, creates a 4/4. Sure. There was something in front of it. Yeah. Definitely good, and they're in a position now they're playing behind. I mean, I can tap them down, swinging for some damage. Sure. I mean, 2 cards, not bad. Are they 2 big cards? The one downfall is if they draw something like a Mage Duel or something like that. Not to our benefit. You know, because those cards will kill our Kelpie guides. Because unfortunately, they're not great. Sure. More lands on the battlefield, always good. My turn. Mathematician's not bad. We can play our whole hand. I don't care. Just getting wide. At this point now, we're just trying to get wide, get in for damage, tap them down. They can't do anything. They have to start playing stuff to get wider. Like, even if they attack, I don't mind chumping their 9/9. I got really nervous, though, when they played Kazmina. Sure. I'll take a 4/4. Yeah. Like, our deck turned out pretty good. Double Kelpie God, I think, is keeping us in the game. 13-13. It's a mirror. Sure. I don't need another one. I already have one. Let's try for a good card. Let's set up our turn to be productive. Interesting. That's not going to help me, but it will stop them from doing things, so that's always a plus. We're not going to swing in with this Amon because we can use her draw ability now. And we're just going to slowly ping our opponent down. They have the mana, so there's no point. There's no point to do anything with that. I mean, I could have played it just to play it, but, you know, it's a wash. Interesting. Well, they don't have a lot of cards. Sure. I mean, this is a decent comeback. Pass to attackers. Tap. Oh, they don't have... They not loot? Is that game on board? Yeah, but I mean, I think it's game on board, if I'm not mistaken. Just on the safe side, we'll get mathematician. But that's 1, 4, 7, 8. Yeah, that's 10. Grinded it out. Grinded it out. Oh, now the server is mad at me. Server's really mad. And you know what? Finished above 500 now. Officially, no matter how we do. So, that is a plus. We're a 500 above 500 average drafter this round. I mean, those are some pretty clutch plays. I do also think our opponent in the early game with that Kazmina, I don't think they did it. They probably played the cards the right way they probably should have in that situation. Like, they didn't protect Kazmina enough, and I think if they could have gotten Kazmina to... It crashes after every historic game. That sucks. That's no good. That's no bueno. Is it on a mobile or a desktop? Oh, double blue. Interesting. Well, we're not going to get in for the 1 free point of damage, so we say go. Yeah. I feel like if they had Kazmina out in that late game, we were done. Like, we were done. But I guess they didn't decide to desktop. My best bet would be to probably uninstall and reinstall the game and just see if that fixes the issue. Because maybe there's something wrong in the back end on like the download itself that's causing it to crash. I mean, I will I have my... I just want to put a land into the battlefield real quick. Please. 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 Thank you. Do you also want to put a land into the battlefield, or do you want to hit me for 2? These are the big plays we gotta think of, guys. I'll arcane and I'll get dealt 1 damage. And I'll learn. It's just gonna give it -4, -0. It's not dead. I'm just going to my learn board. Your creature's fine. Don't play Historic, easy fix. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Historic, though, I'll be quite honest. Historic's a fun format. Oh my goodness. Holy moly. I mean, there's some crazy things that go on in Historic, but you know, it's an interesting format, but the game shouldn't crash after you get out of any play mode, regardless of what format. Unless your opponent did some crazy combo and it just broke the client in general. Fred's thinking. Fred's not going to do anything. Got it. Wow. On border standard? Yeah, I mean, that's one of those things. I like limited when it comes to that, though. Limited is like, I know it's not for everybody. You know, limited is one of those formats that, sure. Sure. It's definitely one of those formats that, you know, is not for everybody, but it creates some interesting games. What's our opponent doing here? Okay, double block. You go here, because then I can kill 2 things and just leave you with 1 looter. Oh, wait, math is not right. Math is for blockers. Yeah, I mean, that's the one thing. I can't wait for the D&D set to come out. That's going to be big. And then from there we got... All right. Opponent having all the answers. And then from there we have, you know, a couple months then to deal with DL drain and all that stuff. Draw 4 cards and discard 2 cards unless you discard instant or sorcery. Our opponent is a deep, like... I may. I think I have something reserved. I gotta double check. I know I have the D&D set reserved, just because I like interesting cards, and I think the art in the D&D set's gonna be cool from what I've seen the previews of. I don't really play a lot of physical Magic though. That's my one downfall. All right, we're keeping our opponent in this game because we haven't drawn any threats. Kind of nervous though. They played a lot. Yeah, the D&D does look sweet. I'm a big fan of D&D, so. Okay, big ol' warden. Nice. I was thinking about it. I don't know. It's kind of expensive though. That's the one downfall. It is a little bit on the pricey side to do all that. Oh, it costs 4. Darn. You know what though? Oh, I'm not able to stop. I'm not on the blocker side. Our opponent has us on the rope, guys. We're throwing our Zamora at it. Yeah, I mean, put all the marbles in the Fuddler. Break out even minimum. I mean, it depends on how the value goes. You know, that's like the big thing with like a lot of this stuff. It's like where does the value fluctuate? You can sacrifice it. Can put a return target instant or sorcery back on top of your library. Good. Yeah, Drizzt's coming to D&D. What's this set actually called though? I completely forget. I know it's the D&D inspired set, but I don't actually know what the name of it is. Wow. You had a wall. Drawn big. I mean, that's actually a very solid card in limited. 4 cards and then discard an instant or sorcery. Not bad in my opinion. But I feel like we have a decent board here where we can do a lot of things with. Opponent hasn't made a move yet. Sure. I like when you tap down because it just makes my stuff more available. We're going to draw 2 cards here, which is going to be real big, and then we're going to scry. Oh, I think we should scry then draw 2, right? Adventures of the Forgotten Realms. Nice. All right, so the idea here is we're going to put too much pressure on our opponent that that 3/3 is not going to matter. That's the idea. Let's pass to his attacker, see what they do. They're not going to attack into this, yeah. All right, let's cry. I don't really have anything. That's not good. I don't think I need that. I mean, you gotta think about that though. I mean, that's great value, right? I mean, sure, it's not great if you're a person who's looking to flip cards, but it's definitely a good value when it comes to getting stuff for getting a good advantage out of it. Oh my goodness, it's Kelpie Guide. All right, we're in a decent spot here, I think, with our deck. A Vorpal Sword wins you the game because the game goes into a black hole and the game doesn't exist anymore. That's why you win. I mean, that's actually how Vorpal Sword works in like real D&D. So you just get sucked into another realm, the Shadow Realm, as if it was like Yu-Gi-Oh or something.
mean, we're still in a pretty stalemate here. Okay, that's fine. You're gonna deal 3. Thanks. Nice. Let's draw 2 more. So good. So good. That advantage. Oh. Oh. Thematic for sure, yeah. Do you have removal? It's fine. Yeah, I'll attack in. It's fine. Throw whatever you want out underneath it, I guess, if you want. Take 4. Throwing a lot of things. Yeah, I guess I'll kill one of the creatures to help you draw cards. There, now I stack the deck the proper way. That creates mana, doesn't draw you a card. Okay, they're looting. Looting's good. Have them on the ropes. We have them on the ropes. We'll tap their bird. And draw some cards. Shuffler's on my side. Maybe. Maybe we're lucky. Opponent still has a lot of cards in hand, though. So, you know, you always got to be a little scared when the opponent has a lot of cards. 11-11. It's time. How's the grind? We took a break from it. We played some games, got up a couple ranks in the rank queue. Wasn't bad, though. It's not luck, it's skill. Yeah, exactly. This is all skill, guys. Well, it was the skill of me putting this draft deck together. Not how the order of the cards I got drawn to me. But yeah, we're just grinding a little bit of a draft on my main account. Just taking a little break. I really wanted to do a quick draft on my free-to-play account, but it's still Ikoria, and I'm not a fan of drafting Ikoria. Is it game next turn? It's game. Pass to attackers. We'll tap down their bird. Do they have removal? Yo, how's it going, Nathan? How we doing, my dude? Yeah. Let's tap you there. And victory. Victory! Alright, where are we at? We have 5? Is that 5 wins? I think we broke even. Like, we made gems off of this so far. Even though I used the token. I think if I would have paid money or gems, I would have broken even. Yeah, we're at 5 wins. But guys, I actually have something I have to do. So I actually have to go. I have to be somewhere by 12:30, and it's already 12 o'clock my time. So I gotta kind of get ready real quick and do that thing. I do appreciate all you guys stopping by today. Definitely a blast doing some Magic the Gatherings. I should have a video probably coming out on my normal schedule-ish, I guess. You know, that like probably Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing. We'll probably do another stream next Saturday, maybe an extra one, because I think I have an extended weekend. Yeah, I mean, you got a little bit of time. You have about 8 days or so. But guys, with that being said, I appreciate you guys all being here, hitting the like button, just watching the stream, doing all the things. Like I said, it was definitely fun. Maybe I'll finish up the draft on a different stream. I don't know. Maybe I'll just finish it up off stream and maybe post a picture in the community chat just to kind of show you how I did. But yeah, guys, have a great weekend. Get outside, get some fresh air. It looks like it to be a nice weekend, at least by me. But until next time, see you later.